Right. Let's start on our back. Oh, dogs have to move to the side. All dogs to this side. All dogs over 20 pounds to the side. Draw your knees in. And even this is a gentle stretch to the lower back. Thank God. And a way to just digest a little bit of breakfast if you, or whenever you're doing this practice, but just checking in with your tummy. Really simple way to calm the body down. A lot of stress comes from the tummy, and a lot of good can come from the stomach. A lot of neurotransmitters, a lot of serotonin and dopamine made in the microbiome can be stimulated here when we relax. Let your shoulders relax here and your jaw, and take a few calming breaths. Letting your face just soften. These days I catch my face in a grip. I'll be doing, something else, writing or focusing on something, and I'll notice my face is holding all this tension. And I remind myself to let go. Feels like the early days of yoga when I would discover all these parts of myself that were tense that didn't need to be. My face has become one of them. Pull the ankle bones and gently move into a happy baby. So reach up for your ankles. If you're very open here, you can grab your feet. But I find the ankles to be a little more user-friendly. Your tailbone can splay lengthwise down on the ground this way without having to curl up, hopefully. We're all different, but that's what I'm aiming for, is just a very relaxed back, shoulders relaxed. And when we talk about the neck, I just want to remind us, myself included, that the front of the neck counts. And it's often a really good way to relax the back of the neck is through the front. So all that is to say, let the front of the throat soften back here, soften the tube of the throat and the esophagus. I notice at night that when I'm stressed, my esophagus wants to spasm, and that's a really scary feeling. Kind of feels, I don't know, it feels very strange. And if I just focus and relax, it stops, which is fantastic. So it's the front of the throat relaxing, and then I think of inside the whole tube relaxing as well. Stretch one leg out to the side and continue to hold the ankle the other. You can. You might let go of the one that's straight, or if you're more open, you can hold. And switch. Opening up the inner groins here. And if you flex your foot, you'll stretch that whole inner line, including the calf. And if you can reach right to where the calf muscle begins on that inner leg, you'll get this mind-body detox point. Kidney 9, you can look it up later if you want to. It's a mind-body detox point. It's a twofer, so you really get a lot of energy as you clear and detox mentally and physically. You can do this on both sides. Switch again and give that it's about 6 inches up from the inner ankle bone, right where the calf begins. Give that a good rub there. And you can't go wrong. There's great points all the way down to the ankle. Mostly kidney, but also spleen points here too. And blood points, stomach points. So we get a lot of benefit out of rubbing this inner line here. A lot of energy, a lot of cleansing. And then relax both knees, let them stay wide and rock side to side to whatever degree you're comfortable, what feels good here. And you're trying to loosen up the femurs, loosen up the way the thigh fits in the hip socket. I asked Karen earlier if last week when we did double pigeon, if that hurt her knee. And she reminded me that when she flexed her foot, it didn't, because that creates muscular action that helps protect the knee. But the reason I asked is because sometimes our knee stuff is really brought on because of restrictions in the hip. So the hip is limited and then the knee ends up torqued. So opening the hips can be really good for your practice in keeping your knees safe, starting with the open hips for your body. So that means something different for everyone. And let's take that figure 4, cross the right ankle over the upper left knee, reach behind the left leg and pull to whatever degree feels appropriate for you now. And you can continue to rock here left and right, just not too far. Don't throw off your alignment. But you'll notice as you go left, you might feel it more in the right piriformis. And as you go to the right, you may feel it, I don't know, in the left hip flexor or left outer hip, glute min or glute med. And then explore the center, pulling the knees in a little bit closer. The mechanics are pulling that left leg in closer, but press it while it's with your right elbow, pressing the right knee away. And then we're gonna let the hands go. Let that left foot drop. Hold the sole of the right foot. So a half happy baby, but holding from the sole of the foot now. And pull that right knee into the right armpit as you press the left foot into the earth. Draw your belly deep into the body and breathe here through the nose. Inhale. Another sip in through the nose. Open the mouth. Ah, this is called the physiological sigh or breath, and it resets the nervous system. It's the quickest way we know how. So inhale through the nose. Another sip. Open the mouth. Ah. It's a good trick. And then let that right foot go. Both feet flat. Just pause here, pressing on your thighs, push them away, and scoop the belly toward the floor. Deep breath. Open your mouth. Ha. We want to vibrate the throat. Ha. Getting vagal tone. As we scoop the belly, you'll feel deep, deep engagement around the spine. This will help hold your spine strongly, which is very good. It gets a lot of good blood flow in there and stem cells hopefully into the connective tissue. Let's bring that left ankle over the upper right knee, reach behind the leg and gently find the stretch. I'm rocking right and left, exploring. See, it's interesting. So when I go to the right on this side, I feel the left piriformis. When I went to the right, I felt the right piriformis when I had the other leg on top. So for whatever reason, going to the right emphasizes the stretch for me with both sides. Going to the left does not. That makes no sense. And yet, true. And when you're ready, back into the center and maybe go a little deeper on the mechanics. Again, I'm pulling the leg and with my left elbow coaxing that left knee away. Trying to keep my hips balanced. And as Karen reminded me, that left ankle is flexed to protect the knee. That really does wonders. Let go of any tension in the front of your left chest. Relax the face. And then bring your right foot to the floor. Release the grip. Hold your left ankle. And pull that left knee into the left armpit. At the same time, I'm pushing down through the right foot and the left foot into the hand with the same counter pressure of the hand pulling. Take a deep breath through the nose. So all the way up, sip in again. Hold. Exhale. Ha. A physiological sigh. And just take a moment and notice how you shifted down, downshifted. Again, inhale through the nose. Sip a little more until it's full. Open the mouth. Ha. And release that left foot down. Let the knees fall together, the feet wide apart. Place the hands on the body, right over the belly. And let the breath focus below your hands. Observe the rise and fall. Give permission, invite your exhale to be longer than your inhale. This will slow your heartbeat down a little bit, nothing extreme. And then start to move the legs left and right. Again, lubricating deep inside the hip socket. Getting a stretch here on the front of the thigh. Maybe even contracting the glutes a little bit as you push through your feet. Good. This is also going to open up the diaphragm if it's stuck, which often it is, and a lot of low back pain or back pain in general can be fixed by opening up the diaphragm. And with your fingers, you might just trace around the bottom ribs and notice if anything feels stuck. And if it does, give it a little jiggle right at the rib, right at the bottom of your ribs. You can just trace that line and jiggle any place that feels a little sore. And often that's all we need, just a little jiggle will release that part of the diaphragm. And that can work wonders. Come to center, toe heel your feet in, and let the knees fall open. Bring one hand to the belly and one to the chest area. And track the breath underneath your hands. Taking a moment to get intimate with your breath. There's the Buddhist parable that is often, aphorism, parable, or image that's often spoken of the stream, watching a river or a stream. And you're watching from the side. You're not in the current. You were in the current going downstream, and you got out and you're on the river bank watching the stream. And that's us here. We're observing the current from a place of stillness outside of the current. If the breath feels constricted under either hand, bring your attention to the one that feels more constricted and stay with that focus. And then bring your attention to where the breath feels more open, whichever hand that was. or is. And then back to the first hand and notice if it's more free. Oh. And then bring both hands down and take a few breaths into the whole expansion of the torso. Bring the hands to the backs of the legs and gently manually close them. Lift one knee and then the other. Pull the knees back into your body. Again, feel the safety of the shape. Slide your hands behind the head and start to cycle here, elbows to knees. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. We're turning on the abdominal muscles. Not working too hard. We're just pressing the low back into the floor. And scooping out the belly as we bring some strength to our core muscles. 5 more on each side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center, bring elbows into the knees into elbows and scoop your belly. Keep holding your head if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Oh, and feel that magnetic pull of the legs into the chest as the elbows push into the legs if you can reach. And then straighten your arms, but keep that magnetism. Reach and rock up into a boat with the legs bent or straight if you don't have any tension here. Hold, keep pulling those legs toward the torso and the torso to the legs. Try not to flare your ribs. Push down into, turn your palms down, push down into an imaginary table. Oh, resist. Smile a little bit if that helps physiologically. Okay, and then put your feet down. See if you can transition here into a forward fold. It's really not very different from the shape you were just in. Your knees are still bent and your torso is reaching toward your legs. You just have your feet on the ground.
Sarah, I'm feeling a weird pull in my left knee. Just bringing that up. I don't know why, but
Do you have a block?
I do.
Let's grab it.
Not in this pose specifically, just in general from spreading our legs wide. But okay, I'll let you keep going.
Okay. Also, just make sure you're not empathing anybody. Because Karen has a little left knee pull. So just clear anybody's stuff that may not be your own. And this is just a good habit, whether you are or not. Put the block between your inner, right above the ankle bone. So like inner shins. The wide way. And squeeze. Inhale, lengthen, bring the heart forward, sits bones back. Exhale, fold. Now, keep squeezing the block, don't let it drop. Inhale, rise up, come to stand, keep that pressure, lift up. Grab that left wrist and pull up and over to the right. So yeah, I actually was thinking about that. So hip tension, hip tightness, or hip overmobility can feel scary to the knees. Both kind of cause an issue. Lift up, grab the right wrist and over to the left. Yeah, so it's kind of that Goldilocks thing of finding it's called biotensegrity, the areas that need to be tight and the areas that need to be stretchy. And then come up to the center, hug that block between your shins, lift up and back. And then bring your hands to your heart. A little, just a gentle knee bend. Let's bring that hands down and just bounce a little bit. Try to get back on the track of the knees. So there, squeeze the block will help organize a whole bunch of things. Lift the toes and then squeeze the toes into the mat. That will grip your butt for you in an interesting way. And notice if that tweaks the knee or if that feels good. Squeeze the block. And then relax it, let the toes relax. Inhale the arms up. Bend the knees softly as you fold forward. Hug that block. So the hips tend to flare there. The block will help you from doing that. Inhale, pull the heart forward, stick the butt back. Exhale, fold. Take the block out. And we'll step to chaturanga, left and then right foot. Nice long trunk. Hips are under, body is stable. Squeeze the sides as you go halfway to the floor. Roll over your toes. Hello, lift open your heart. And back to downward facing dog. Bend one knee, press down through the right heel. Then that left knee, press down through the right heel. Stretch the calf. And switch. Calves can be culprits too. Mostly of low back pain, but often knee stuff. And then press both heels toward the mat. Scoop your front body in, widen your shoulders. Breathe through your nose. And then take a bunch of little steps up to where your hands are. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, melt palms into the floor. Head is heavy. Inhale, lift the heart to rise. Reach up and back. Exhale, we'll keep moving, fold forward. Inhale, heart up. Step right foot, left foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, roll through. And exhale, down dog. Walk your feet forward, up to your hands. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Push down through the toes, squeeze your toes more. Yep. Inhale, rise, circle the arms. Exhale, fold forward, we'll keep moving. I'm gonna watch the knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step back, left foot, right foot. Chaturanga. Inhale, slide through. More shoulders. Exhale, back, downward dog. Yeah, and stretch the calves as needed. Draw the front body into the back body. Find that breath. Let it lubricate, let it heal. Okay. If you want to jump forward, lift the heels, bend the knees and jump, or walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, look up and stretch that back. Get it. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Yeah. Exhale, fold, grip the toes a little bit. Find a chair pose that feels safe for your body. Usually turning on the butt helps a lot. Good toe squeezing. Good. 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 Excellent peroneals. Joelle, your shins are like awesome. They're really working. Good. And fold forward, let it go. Good job. Inhale, lengthen. Really stretch that butt back. Get that whole lower back. Right foot, left foot, plank to chaturanga. Low push up, protect, and strengthen. Inhale up. Use your feet. Use that left foot strong. Good. And back down dog. Push through your fingers. Really use your hands, your fingertips. Good. Good. Good, good. Right leg up in the air. Yeah. Awesome. Step your right foot forward. Pivot the back heel. Warrior uno. Arms to the sky. Yeah. Good. Strength. Push down through that left heel or blade of your left foot. Really communicate. Shh. I'm making a sound that is the inner left thigh engaging. That's, yeah, it's like a suction up into the pelvic floor. Good. Reach through your fingers, hands to the mat, low push up. Inhale, come through, knees up, exhale, back. Left leg up, step it forward, pivot the back foot. Inhale, warrior one, pushing down through that right leg, right foot. So the foot pushes and that inner groin muscle sucks up into the pelvic floor. Reach to the tips of your fingers. And then what happens when you grip the left toes? Or pull the feet toward each other? Or pull them out apart? One or the other is going to feel safer for you. Hands down, step it back, chaturanga. Upward facing, super strong lower butt here. Shapely butt. Exhale back, down up. Find the pockets that can extend, right? If the ribs kind of smush on top of each other, can you spread between each rib? Can you lift the butt? Can you lift the knees? Can you lift the ankles? Can you lift the muscles of the arms? Inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, hop or step up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, melt. Chocolate on a stove, just melt. Bend the knees, raise the arms. Squeeze the back of the leg so the knee doesn't take the heat here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up. Jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up, open the chest. Exhale, back. Right leg high. Step the right foot forward. Back heel, warrior one. Inhale. Good. Spin up onto your back toes. Bring your hands to your heart. Tip the body forward. Ooh, warrior three, hands at prayer. Grab your block, hopefully it's nearby. Left, put it under your left shoulder. Right arm out to the side, left hand on the block. Square your hips to the mat. Bend the right knee a little bit. Turn, reach that right arm up to the sky. Good. Bring the right hand down. We're going to take a side bend here. We're going to step that left foot back. Turn to the left, and we're going to see if we can stretch, get that knee back online. So we're going to bend all the way into that left knee. It might pop. See if you can go down and flex that right foot. See if that left knee can just fix itself. Open that right inner groin. Wow. Be mindful here, use your hands as needed, and walk yourself to that right foot facing the front of the mat. We're going to take a half moon here. So the block goes outside the right foot. We're going to spring up on it and open up to the left side. Left leg lifts, half moon. So we did twisted half moon, And now half moon. Grip those right toes, suck your right buttock under, open your left hip, look up if the balance gods are with you today. Goddesses, the goddesses of balance. Who's that? Lakshmi? I don't know. Let that left leg rise. Now we're gonna pivot back to face the mat, step back, crescent lunge. Inhale, nice and strong, hips are forward, arms up. I have a nice deep bend in my back leg so that I'm stretching that quad. Excellent. Hands to the mat, plank. Chaturanga, upward dog. Let's get that upper body strong. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Step that left foot forward. Back heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Spin up onto that back heel, square the hips. Bring the palms to the heart, tip it forward. Oh. Lift that back leg. Ooh, try to balance. Fell a little bit on that one. Bring the block underneath the right shoulder. Left arm out to the left. And just adjust yourself. So before you add twisting, hips are level, left foot is forward. And then that left arm lifts up to the sky. Really good. Grip the left toes. Yeah. So you can open to that window side. Flex your right toes. Good. We're going to take that side bend, bring the left hand down, right foot back, pivot to your right. Bend that right knee, left toes come up. Whew. Getting a sweet inner groin stretch on that left leg. To half moon. So we're going to come up carefully, move our weight toward that front foot, reach to the block, right leg up, right arm up, open the hip. And if the goddess is with you, look up, lengthen up through that right leg. Nice. Grip the left toes and squeeze that left glute. Excellent. Square your hips. We're coming into crescent lunge. So square it, kind of like, whew, get your balance. Arms up. Excellent. Hands down, step to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale up. Smile through the collarbones. Exhale back. Ground in center here. But the teeth remain ungripped, so you're not grinding them together in any way. The tongue is soft. The throat is gently constricted, but well, it's a bit complicated. I won't go back. Inhale, raise your heels, bend the knees, hop or walk forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Widen the feet. Put the block between the shins again. Make sure you have the right distance for you. Bring your hands behind, not your hands, your forearms behind your calves. Your hands are kind of at your heels. And you're going to just fold into this as you press the calf muscles forward with your forearms. Squeeze the block. Hug. There's also a hugging of the outer shins. Mostly it's accomplished by squeezing that block. And an opening of the sits bones. This will free up anything congested in the deep, deep spine. Thank God. And then let's see if we can take this into Malasana. Just squat down. Can you squat here? And that might be too much. See if you can. Yes. And maybe you put the block under the bum and you just take the stretch. And I have my elbows inside my knees and hopefully this feels good. And I'm on the block, so I'm trying to get my sits bones on there and lift the front of the spine. It's a good vulvic cleaner. It's just like, yeah, it's a cleanse. Want to take a crow, very, very, very optional crow. Hands to the ground, knees up on those arms, and maybe the feet come to the bum. Ish. Bouncing here. Optional. Always nice to have something under the face. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. All right, let's take it down and come on to our bellies. Bring the hands underneath the feet, bend the knees and windshield wave the feet from side to side. Lift the legs, extend long behind you, and bring the hands by the sides of the chest. Take them open, walk the fingers, come onto your fingertips like spider fingers, and open your hands a little wider than your chest, elbows flaring out. Push down through the hands, and then nice cobra here. Feeling those shoulder blades squeeze on the back. Press the pubic bone into the mat. Roll the chin up to the sky. And then come on down. Inhale. Exhale, push up again. Chin all the way up. And roll all the way down. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Rolling up. And rolling down. Bend the knees. I don't want this to hurt anybody's knees. So if it hurts, don't grab the feet. Reach back, grab the feet if you can, or just reach in that direction. Now, again, protecting the knees, we want to emphasize the tailbone position. If that tailbone is up and the low back is arched, that's not great. Press your tailbone down, but that may be intense in your quads, which may result in knee pain. So really feel what is necessary. Maybe you don't go past here. Maybe your feet can lift up higher, and using the contraction of the hamstring and the glutes, can you lift up? Squeeze the shoulder blades. Raise those feet up. Lift, lift, and relax. Let it go. Turn your head to one side. Breathe into your low back. The kidneys are like, what? Right, so that whole life force meridian is awakened from that stretch. It's kind of exciting. Turn your head to the other side. And then forehead to the center. Let's do it again. Again, assess your knees. Are they okay? Do you need a blanket behind the knees? Maybe. Do you need a block behind one of the knees? Maybe. And reach back, grab the feet. And maybe you don't grab the feet. And lift up. Tailbone down. Lift the chest. Now maybe you add some rocking here. Forward and back. And really turn on your back muscles. Use what you got for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Whew. All right. Interlace your fingers, and starting on your left jaw, you're gonna have your jaw right on your knuckles, and you're gonna slide your face until your chin, so you're going right over the knuckles with the jaw is over them, and then slide to the right jaw. So it's like one continuous slide. So you're gonna slide to the center, over your knuckles, and then to the other side, other ear. Now with the left ear, I'm sliding toward the chin, all the way to the right ear. This is a deep massage, and if you wanna reverse face jowls, which I do, you wanna go right under the cheekbones and do the same slide. So from the inner left nose, I'm going with my knuckles under my cheekbones toward the ear, and then back to the inner nose, cross the lips, inner right nose under the cheekbones, over, back to the center. I'm gonna do it one more time. A little face massage, a little face yoga massage, reversing jowls. And then take your block and put it under your forehead. Take your right, under your right cheek. Take your right arm out to the right and roll onto that right shoulder. You can step that left foot back and reach your left arm back and open that middle back. Press your hips forward. And your face probably feels very like you're getting a lot of circulation in there now. Your lips might be all fuzzy. Feel some good heat in there. It's all good. Anti-aging, or whatever word you want to use there. If there's a better placement for your left hand, find it for you. And then back to the center and reach your left arm out, left cheek on the mat, on the block, sorry, and roll toward the left. And if you're stuck in your mid back, this is just delicious. You can move that right arm in such a way that hopefully it's just hitting the spot you need it to. You can step that right foot back behind you. Try not to step on grooves there. Get the stretch you need here. And when you feel satisfied, carefully roll yourself back and push up onto your hands and knees. Make fists with your hands. Inhale, arch your back, coming into a cow. And round into a cat. Take a few of these at your own pace. Again, scratching the itch you need to scratch. Turning the palms, fingers back toward you. So fingers are at 6 o'clock. And take a few rounds there, stretching the wrist. That inner line of the arm. If you have any restrictions, any sort of carpal tunnel, any arthritis starting in the hands, this is very good. And then we're going to turn those paws over so that the back of the hands are on the floor. The palms are up, the fingers are curling in, and just rock. It's a bit painful over the hands, toward the fingers, breaking up any sort of congestion in there. And then shake them out. Come on to our back. Take your block with you. For now, put it between your inner shins, just like we did when we were standing. And feet flat, lift to a bridge. Rip those toes and pulse your butt 10 times. 8, 7, belly is engaged, flat. 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze that block. Hold. Slight grip of the butt, grip of the toes, not grip of the face. Breathe into the chest. Raise that seat up a little bit higher, squeeze the block, raise it up a little bit higher, squeeze the tush, and come on down. Good. Take the block, put it between your upper thighs, the narrow way, and again, bridge. Make sure it's in there well. This time, stack your shoulders, so fold them under you. Lift up onto the stool of the stand of your shoulders, and really open the chest. If you need the block a little wider, I actually do. I need it medium. That's better because you want your hips and knees to feel like they are on a track. This again will help the knees realign, or the hips realign, or the ankles realign as needed. Push down through the feet, lift up through the glutes, open the chest. Just hold it. Breathe through the nose. Eyes are open if you like, but you're looking out your peripheral vision, or eyes are closed and the same thing. This will bring the breath into the sides of the lungs, sides of the ribs, sides of the back. And open up again any parts of that diaphragm that still might be stuck. And then widen the shoulders and come on down. We're not going to stay down there. We're going to take the block, bring it right under the butt, whatever height you like. And then you're going to take your legs. You're going to balance on that block and lift your legs up to the sky. And I like it to be a bit daring, so I'm on the highest height. So I have to focus just a tiny bit more. But if you're looking for stability, have it on a lower height, or maybe your block is stable. Mine is not. Actually, it's more stable now. But I was enjoying sort of the teetering. It's keeping me on the razor's edge of focus. Squeeze your big toes together. And just let your hips be heavy-ish on the block. Open the chest as you just had it in bridge. And engage the quadriceps as you reach up through your toes. Eyes are either resting on the feet or they're closed, and you're focusing on the space. Let me draw the space for you. So you have a line between your two eyes, and then a triangle up to the third eye. And you're focusing on the space in the center of that triangle. The front of the throat be very soft. Chin is slightly tucked. Slightly. Shoulders are gently adhered to the ground. Bend the knees, place the feet on the ground. Slip the block out from under there and make your way on down. Let the knees gently fall toward your left. Reach your arms overhead. Grab your right wrist and pull. Slowly release that grip as the knees come to the center and fall to the right. Grab your left wrist and give it a nice long pull. Extending your left knee away from the head. And relax that grip. Knees come to the center. Hands reach to the head and stargaze. Move your head side to side. Take control of it with your hands so your neck doesn't have to work. Bring the head to the center and gently place down that incredible machinery, that crystal orb. And gently slide your fingers to your jaw, adding just about a pound of weight to that bottom, to that chin jaw area. Pull down, not hard, just down. And then release it, bring your fingers under your collarbones and rub. Not too hard. Smoothing lymph here. Gently tap at the center of the upper chest, just directly below the collarbones. These are the kidney reflex reset, that vitality meridian. We're giving it a little boost here. We're also tapping on our immune system, giving it a little shine, protecting us from all the stuff out there, whatever it is. And then keep tapping your fingers down until you get to your base of your ribs. And then with your right hand, you're just gonna sweep your hand to the left over and over again. Bring it to the center, right in that gully, and sweep it to the left, return it to the center. Do this a few times. And we're just symbolically, we're sweeping our spleen and taking out the trash so that that spleen can keep everything, keep those lymph flowing clean, and they can do their job of helping to clear the body of toxins. Anything that doesn't belong. And then you'll start to stretch your legs out. But if you need your block for any kind of reason, any kind of support or any other supports, go ahead and make yourself really comfortable. Adjust anything that feels out of whack. Slide your arm bones down so that the shoulder blades fold on the back and the chest is slightly open. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh. Two more. Deeply breathe in. Exhale. Just letting stories dissolve and melt out of your body. One more deep breath in. Just let it clear any distortions, any delusions, anything that needs cleaning. Let that exhale do its job. Give yourself permission to feel. Give yourself permission to unwind anything that's gotten stuck. So critical to shut down at this point. You want to turn off the machinery and let the software, that all those upgrades you made during your practice, we have to allow them to upload, download, whatever the loading is, they have to load. Turn off the machine. Give yourself permission to change. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Adding just a little bit more medicine. Breathe in something you're grateful for. And as you exhale, yawn and stretch and make sure that gratitude gets into every little nook and cranny of your energetic and physical space. And it goes far beyond where you think it does. It really is about, let's just go with 10 feet all around. Just really extend into that whole field. Gratitude. All the way through. Every single layer. When you're ready, roll to one side and curl into a little ball. And although the body's getting small, the energy field doesn't get more small. You're just getting more packed. You're getting a more distilled, potent version of it. So as your body gets small and you breathe your intention into your back, you're filling your field with this from the biggest power center. In the most pure power center of the back body. So choose your intention for your day, set your GPS, and dedicate your next few breaths to whatever that is. And when you're ready, push down through your hands to rise. Finding a strong seat. Take that powerful seat. Draw up tall. Raise your arms up, calling in that intention even more. It's never felt more important to be clear on what it is you're bringing to your day, to your world, to each moment. Prayer your hands down to your heart. And we're using the sound of Om. It opens the resonators of the body and it helps us to live that intention more purely, more effectively in every cell. Inhale. Om. Can you feel all your centers open, spinning in alignment? So you are tuning yourself into the clearest antenna possible. bring that prayer from your heart to your mind. And share it with your mind. Sometimes the mind's like, no, I was doing something else. I wasn't paying attention at all. Bring it in, bring that mind in, rein her in, rein in all your amazing, brilliant insights. And bow forward, bringing the brain, the head brain, the heart brain, the gut brain, all in alignment with our energy field. Sitting up tall. And as we come into more better, clearer alignment, we attract in the same thing. Hallelujah. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings. And thanks for being here. I really needed you guys. Love you. Bye.